So I'm talking to Colonel Sailing, and I primarily work with two 06s now in that organization, Colonel Jana Fajardo and Colonel Chris Sailing, both of them West Pointers, actually. Mm-hmm. And they're my two favorite officers that I have ever worked for. But like I was talking to Colonel Sailing at the beginning of all this, 2 years ago or more than 2 years ago now. And I was like, okay, ma'am, like, I want to do this. Like, what do we need to do? And she literally, I'll never forget this on the phone. This is a full bird colonel with like over 25 years in the Army. I think she's got over 25 years in the Army. She was like, you're the expert. You tell me. And I was like, what?
That's cool.
Yeah. And so like it very much is collaborative, right? Yeah. Obviously there's customs and courtesies and all that stuff. Sure. We still respect, everything we're supposed to rank, in the Army. But I mean, she put a lot of faith and weight in my opinions, which was really, really cool. And like the mentality that I wanted for this program, because there would be a natural tendency to make it very military and like take the creative like punch out of these different content creators and influencers. Like, okay, you guys, these are your very strict left and right limits. They basically told us like, keep it professional, demonstrate the Army values, and go do your thing. Yeah. And they gave us like no guy. They trusted us, which is what I said needed to happen, or it wasn't going to work. It would be like lame.
It would be like lame.
It would be lame,
yeah, and also people can spell out, bull crap.
Yeah.
If it's like manufactured, inauthentic, some, staff flag officer wrote this thing for you to say, or you know what I mean? Or some like some XO, some major somewhere wrote up this write up for you to say because this is what they want you to say up there. Then it's like people can sniff that out, dude. Right. Yeah, and it's pretty cool. So like, before we actually started making content for the Army birthday, we sat down with the Chief of Public Affairs. It's a 1-star general, Brigadier General Azabuki. And she was basically like, we do not want to tell you what to say. We do not want to put words in your mouth. We want to give you access to what interests you and have you make content about that. And so like, we didn't even all have to go to the same place. We did what we wanted to do. And like all of the content performed super well because it was like, it was us doing our brand, being yourself, doing the normal type of content you would normally do. Yeah, 100%. And so it was just really cool seeing like one of the most senior leaders in the United States Army assume that much risk on us, because like it's got to be semi-frightening. Like, oh yeah, let's let all these yahoos with cameras on their phones run around and make content about you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, but also to be fair, that colonel's probably also like, you know what? I can retire. I don't care.